Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs with Valor Ridge. In this video we're going to talk about the one-shot cold from Concealment. Let's go ahead and get started. Guys, a lot of times when we go out to the range and we draw from Concealment and get our shot time, one shot, whatever it is, and we do that and we do it a bunch of times in a row and we want to take our fastest one. Well, oftentimes that's inaccurate. I like to measure my time generally from cold, and by cold I mean we haven't shot in about 24 hours. I haven't shot in 4 or 5 days live with a pistol, so this is truly cold for me. I'm going to do this all from Concealment, and I'm going to do it from my holster, so this would be a representation of what can we expect if we have a situation where we got to draw our gun and defend ourselves. Guys, a lot of times what people will do, and they'll go a bunch in a row, and that's okay. I mean, I like doing that for practice, but we can't assume that that was what our performance is going to be. We have to go from a truly cold position. What I would do is, if I was going to measure this, I would go out to the range, and every time I went out, I would record what my cold shot was. I would record the time, and I would also record whether it was a hit or not. We're trying to keep it inside the vitals right up here. If you're using that IDPA target, keep it in that circle. I want you to understand that this is not as easy as it sounds. I typically try to stay around 1.2, 1.1 cold around there, and then of course we can work that down. I mean, usually if we do a bunch in a row, we can get down to 0.9, 0.8, 0.7 even, and that's 7 yards away, guys. If we get up closer at 3 yards, it's even easier. But I like to do 7 because it requires good sight alignment and it requires good follow through. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, this is cold. I'm really going to focus on getting a good shot there, right as centered up as I can. That's the key. Your most important shot's your first one out of the holster. It's got to be a hit. So here we go, cold from the holster. Okay, what I got here is a 1-2-0. So as you can see, that's a 1-2-0, guys. That's cold, okay? And I haven't shot in like 4 or 5 days. So at least I haven't live fired. I've done some dry practice, but not as much as I should have been. Busy teaching class. Anyway, that's a 1-2 cold. As you can see, as we keep moving on, and I do more than that, what I do is it's going to start getting faster and faster and faster. So what I'm going to do is a couple of strings in a row, show you the time after each one, and show you that it will just continue to get faster with each iteration. Okay, once again, that's right at 1-2, so it's very similar to that. Now as I continue on, guys, if I keep doing this, it's going to get faster and faster and faster. I'll be down into 1-1, then 1 flat, then 0.9 and 0.8 and so on. So it's not that that's my true draw and shot cold. I can expect maybe 1.1, 1.2 from Concealment cold. All right, battery died on the camera, but that last shot, guys, 1-1-0, as you can see right there. So it's getting faster as I said it would. It's going down a tenth at a time. If I get closer, right, if I get up closer to that target, like 5 yards or even 3, it's going to be under 1 second all day long because it's going to be an easier target to hit. Let's go check that target. As you can see, guys, 3 really good hits right there. All of them in the black are real close to it and most certainly inside the vitals. But I want you to take the point from this video that you will absolutely do much better if you judge yourself cold as opposed to a bunch of different warm-ups. So guys, 7 yards, that's a pretty good pistol shot. That's a good farther distance, not far, but it's farther than what we would normally do. If I go to 3 yards or 5 yards, as I said, guys, that time's going to be much quicker because we're up close as opposed to far away. The farther back that you go, obviously it takes you longer to get an acceptable sight picture and work the shot off. So if I did this at 3 yards, so here we go, 1, 2, 3 yards right now. If I do this right here, guys, 3 yards, I'm going to be fast. I'm probably going to be well under 1 second for sure. So from Concealment here, 3 yards, you'll see the biggest difference. Okay, and right there is 0.97, so underneath a second. And if I keep doing this, right, if I keep going and I keep going and I keep going, and I just keep doing this string after string, I'm gonna get a false sense of security as to what my true cold time is. I'm gonna get a false sense, oh yeah, I can do it in 0.7, oh yeah, I can do it in 0.8. Well, cold is different. So once again, guys, this is right after my other one here. Okay, and that's 0.9, so it's even faster. It's almost a tenth faster. And guys, I can keep going lower and lower and lower. If you notice, I'm holding the pistol out there. Even at 3 yards, I want to hold that pistol out there and ready for another shot. So I'm doing this as an illustration, guys, and this is all from Concealment. You see what I'm wearing? Start just like this with my hands down in front of me, all right? And when you see all this going on, what you got to say to yourself is, what is my realistic time? And furthermore, am I doing it right? Am I just shooting and dropping the pistol right away, or am I holding it there, working the trigger for another shot? Am I going to reset the trigger, right? Am I going to get ready for that other shot and reset the trigger? All these things are important. And once we get past that one shot, then you can go to 2s and 3s and on and on and on we go. So this is just a video. I hope that you're starting to practice properly and that you get value from this. If you found the information in the video helpful, subscribe to the channel. If you want to learn how to shoot your pistol and draw from concealment from a holster, come on out to Valor Ridge, we can help you do just that. Guys, right there where my hand is, that's where we're going to put the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that right there. It's going to be a beautiful portrait of me with longer hair. So if subscribe to the channel, hit your bell for the notifications, make sure you're getting them. This is Reid Henrichs with Valor Ridge reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.